afternoon, Jules here from Joolsedesigns and JT Creations. So today we're going to do a waterfall mechanism. Now this is something going back to my card days. We used to do these in birthday cards and things like that. I've also used them in albums, you know, when I've been doing wedding albums and things. So, and I had seen one, because you can buy the dies that cut the individual pieces out. But what I've done is I've devised a mechanism, and I will put it on my Ko-fi site, so it's a template. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over it now with the measurements so that you can do it without. So we'll get started. So first of all, this is what the mechanism looks like. It's a piece of card, like a T. And you only need 4. These. Now this measures, right, so that's 7, 8, 8.5. It's 2.5 that way, but this is 1 3/4. So what I've got is I've got a piece of card here, and it is card. It's probably about 160 GSM. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a piece that is, the width of that ruler is 1.5 centimeters, and that's all you need. Alright, so we'll just take that in. And what did I say it was? 7.5. So 7.5, if we take 2 in there, 2 in there, or if we take it, alright, we'll take 1.5 centimeters both sides. I'll just take that to the end there. Right. So we've got 1.5, 1.5 is 3, so we've got 4 in the middle. So you've got 1.5 cm, 4 cm, and 1.5 cm. And this one is 21 cm to there, and this is 1.5 cm. So that makes that 19.5. 19.5. Right, so I'll write that down. So we've got 1.5 cm, 19.5 cm, and this way we've got 4 cm, and the two outsides are 1.5. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. Now I'll try and do it on the trimmer. Okay, now you just need a tiny little bit sticking out. What I normally do is I normally leave it under and I put a grommet in it with a tie, but what I will do is I'll leave, it's probably about 1/8 of an inch, and just fold that in half. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1/2 inch increments. Now this is the only score border I've got, so it's at the 2. Right, I want it from the top actually, so that's the 6. So I want a 1/2 inch there, a 1/2 inch there, a 1/2 inch there, and a 1/2 inch there, and then you just bend these and then what happens is you get your that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to burnish these down with my bone folder. I'm getting used to that trimmer now. I've got a big Fiskars rotary trimmer at home, but obviously I bought that to bring out with me. So there. So we have our mechanism. So that gets fixed down. You can, if you want, you can fix it round and put like a backing on it and fix that to the card. I've done that before, and then you don't have anything sort of like showing out the sides, but your pictures are usually big anyway, so so there. And that's how it works. Now, so because you've got 1/2 inch increments, this is where you put your pictures on. Now this one I've just done the watercoloured flowers that I've done. Those two are watercolour paints. These are watercolour pencils. So we've got the daisy, the thistle, the tulips. Not quite sure what that is, and that one underneath's a rose. But I've got 5 there, but it doesn't seem to work right with 5. So these are some that I've got, and they're going to go down there. So what you need to do is when you do that, you need to find a picture that will go underneath, but you can cover that with your paper. So I'm just going to trim these out, and all this is just this was like a long die cut film strip that I cut into individuals, the paper underneath is just a watercolour. I did a wash with the rainbow colours, pink, peach, lemon, green, blue, violet, and then I stamped just flowers over the top. As you can see, some of them I stamped while it was still a little bit damp, but I thought the ink that I was using was water resistant, but it wasn't. So that's my problem. And I'm just trimming these down. So I just wanted to frame the flowers because I just thought it looked nice. I'll just get rid of these bits. I've got another one there that we might be able to use to cover. And you can put anything. I mean, you can put photographs, you can put mini tickets, little messages, you can put little pockets. You know, if there's something that you've been collecting, you can put them on. So we put that there, that there, that there, and this one we might be able to just yeah, that's all right. So what I'm going to do is, now what I used with that was just like a postcard, and what I'll do is I'll just fix that onto the page. You need something quite robust for it to stick to. It's no good sticking it to a sort of like a book page or something like that. So what I'll do is I will find some paper. Yes, that's like the that one. I'll just put that back in there. I've moved my desk a little bit. My desk, it's a vanity unit. A dressing table. Will that fit there? Yes, it certainly will. So, do I want that there? Now what I'm going to do is I am going to punch a hole in that, and I'm going to put a grommet in. I'm not going to do that on video because it's an eyelet set I'm using, and it's not for the faint-hearted. I suppose I could do it do I want that size and that size? If anybody's just starting out and they don't have a crocodile, these, I mean, this I've had for years. I've got my cropper down now, but it's too heavy to bring away with me, so I don't. Right, let me have a look, see if that's, yeah. Okay, I'll just turn the sound down. So what you do is you have, this is the one that puts the hole in. You make sure you have a board underneath. Did a very good job of that, but it's took all the rough edges off there. And then let me get these out of the way so I can put these back. It says just because. Now I'm not sure what it's off. It could be off like a Christmas box, or should have had one that said pull, shouldn't I? I'm just going to cut that. And normally at home I have a lighter. I think there's one in the kitchen. Now I'm going to, it's going to be difficult because it is quite a thick ribbon. Right, I'm just going to put this back in the drawer, otherwise it will fall down on the floor and I'm going to have ribbon all over. Right, we'll try this one again. Right, I'm just pulling that through. I wonder if I can get, yeah, like that. So I've twisted it. What I'll maybe have to do is just do a little bit of gluing on that. And what I'll do is I will stick one of those on. So you can see where I've bobbed all the... It could be that that's getting blunt. I mean, I've had it for years. I've not used it for ages, but yeah, so make sure that that is down. So that needs to be there. Now you can put them down with grommets. You know, you can set them in with eyelet setters, but I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to stick it down. So, and again, I'm going to stick it with I'm just rubbing it in a bit. Don't put it too near the edge because you'll end up sticking it to the card. make sure it's positioned where you want it. And then hold it down. Got glue on my fingers. And there we are. And then what you do is you decide which one you want. So, oh, sorry. I need, oh, it's coming off. I need some of those little soft felt feet on my bottom of my chair, because it's a villa and they're all right, pull that through a bit. That back down. So one thing about this, it rubs away. I might end up putting a grommet in it, but we'll see. So we'll put that one on there, and it's just, and don't put it right, you just put it just below the crease. Otherwise you'll have problems with it going over. And we'll have, I don't want another daisy, we'll have the other one that, and again, just put it below the crease and just make sure that it's, whoops, it's level. So that it's lined up with the one below. And we'll have that one. And I'm holding it. And again, not right to the very edge because you want it to flip over. So you have to leave a bit, but make sure that it's lined up. And that should go right down to there. And then I think what we'll do is I'll stick that one down on there. And you can write a little message on there, or you can cover it with your favourite paper. I'm just going to see if I can pull that down through there. And then that should be stuck, hopefully. And then you just push it back up like that. Probably it would have been better if it had been a bit flat, the ribbon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of glue on there and a little bit of glue under there. And I'm going to put a bulldog clip down. I don't know whether I have any big bulldog clips left. I've been using them. I've got some little ones, but I don't think these are very strong. These are quite nifty things I got from, I got a jar of them. I think I got them in the pound shop. And I got some rose gold paper clips. I was hoping that I could get some of these in rolled gold, but I just had them in black. So I'm just putting that down there. There. And then when that goes up, that will all fasten down. So does that not look, will that not look cute in a, let me put this in and I'll get the two journals that I'm working on at the moment. So we'll try it with this one first. This is just a junk journal that you would need to trim down to put on that, but you could put it on that page. I wouldn't put it on something as delicate as that, but you could put it on that one. You could put this one, I think this one I did trim down, yeah, I did. And I've not put any ribbon on that. I left that one a bit longer, but I do like to have them up hidden. But I'm just showing you both ways. You know, you don't have to fold it in half. You can have a little bit sticking out, but just go for the 4. Again. And then we'll look at the printables, because with the printables, that paper matches this kit. So if it was like a botanical themed or whatever your theme is, you know, it could be Victorian ladies, so you could have nice pictures of Victorian ladies' shoes, hats, things like that in there. That's, I think, on a sort of like a more muted page rather than a busy page. But this one, you know, if you're using a plain paper, actually a monochrome one would look nice. That would look nice with just sort of like the black and the white. If I hadn't coloured the paper and just left them black and white, that would have been nice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just stretch that a little bit. There we are. Yes, that looks nice, and I like it because it says just because. Or if I'd picked the ribbon first, I would have just put cream and added cream and black, but that would have been nice. So that's that. So I hope you get something from that. So remember, we've got it written down. So you want your T. It's 21 centimeters. The top is it's 7 centimeters width. You draw a line 1.5 centimeters down, and then you draw 1.5 centimeters in both sides, and you cut those away, leaving a T. So you're left with 4 centimeters here. Then what you do is you fold it. That's not folded in half, so you fold it so that you've got a piece, or if you want to hide it like that. And then you do 1/2 inch increments, so you just want 4, and then get a picture just to cover that. These flaps you can tuck in and you can stick them down, or you can put like a bar across them and stick the bar down, but you have to make sure that that this is still left able to slide. So I hope you get something out of that. So you don't have to go and buy a die. And as I say, I will do a template and I will put it on my Ko-fi site. And the link to my Ko-fi site will be below the video. And what I'll probably do is I'll do some like little pictures, you know, that you can cut out and things like that. So I'll do like a mini kit to go with the waterfall. So that's that. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.